Okay. Um, but again, like I said, you guys need to I'm sorry. Welcome you guys. If you don't know where this video is coming from, this is part 2 from the previous video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back and watch that previous video. This is part 2 of part 1. Okay? So yeah. She denied me on that part on using my own medicine, and that was fine. I did use my own, vitamins and stuff like that. And if you don't know the vitamins that I had, there's a video about it. You can go and watch that of everything that I took to the Dominican outside myself, uncut, not even edited. Which my videos aren't edited yet anyway, because I don't know how to do it. Anyway, where was I? So the day before surgery, okay, paid her what I got quoted, and she took it. Obviously, I hadn't spoke with the doctor yet, so I didn't know, because I told him I wasn't paying for no hips, no extra shit like that, and this and that and the third. And I'm not telling you guys to be this way. I'm just saying, like, I know mine was under 30 days. So you are within the 30-day, whatever, even 60-day mark. Like, you can't just switch stuff on me and it's okay. So I was hoping to speak to the doctor about it, but I eventually didn't even have to. So, where was I? So, pay her for the surgery. We left, and she was like, be there at 6:30 the next morning. And I was like, okay. So me and my friend went back to our hotel. We chilled out. She told me I couldn't eat before or after 10 o'clock p.m. their time. Mind you, I had been there since March 2nd. Now it's March 4th on that Thursday. So I guess everything was okay, because I hadn't took my labs yet there. I did take my labs and stuff like that before I left the States to make sure that I was healthy. I knew my hemoglobin was at a 13.5, like 14 or whatever by the time I went there. I knew that everything was fine with my liver, kidney, and this and that and the third, and my function of my white T cells and all that good shit. My heart and my lungs seemed to be fine. And all that good stuff. So I had all those chest x-rays and EKGs, before I left. So going there, I wasn't really worried about that at the point where after I, did everything myself with my primary care physician, which, they may give you some pushback about it. I'm not one of them ones to tell you not to tell them where you're going. It is what it is. It's your life. It's your money. Ain't nothing they can do about it. So, they can judge you and be unethical if they want to, but it's up to you to have the thick skin about it. So, and say what you want, let them know, look, this is what I'm doing. This is your job. Don't worry about it as long as you're getting paid, type of stuff. Not, you ain't got to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? You can just reassure them, like, hey, I'm coming to you for assistance to make sure that I'm healthy enough to make this decision. I guess that's the best way to put it. Not saying they're making a decision for you or they're influencing it. It's just giving you a little bit more, reassurance. So knowing that I was okay with, kind of like having my labs on the day of surgery. Okay, let them do what they do. So we left the clinic after paying on that Thursday, went and relaxed or whatever. I did stop eating a little bit after 10. I didn't lie, because the room service came too late. That was the problem. The room service came too late, and I wanted, hey, we didn't want to go nowhere, and we was tired of, ordering pizza or whatever that was familiar, because the food is different there. It's not the same taste or flavors. So, only thing that really tasted kind of the same to me was the Pizza Hut and the Wendy's, which that's a whole nother story. I'm sorry, that's not the things you're supposed to be eating, but that's what I ate sometimes. So we left. I stopped eating at a little after 10. Actually, it was 11. And so the next day I got up. I took a shower. Did I take a shower? Yeah, I took a shower that morning. But I didn't take a shower because I didn't know what was really going on, and I don't think I took a shower in the Hippo cleanse because I thought that I could take a shower in the Hippo cleanse before surgery. And I took it with me, but I ended up not taking a shower in the Hippo cleanse before I went into surgery. That's just a little pointer out there, but I know a lot of women do. Okay. I already bathed in Dial soap anyway, so it wasn't like I was bathing in something that wasn't, I don't know, good for my skin or the bacteria. Got up, showered, but I didn't shit. That was my problem. But it probably worked out for me in the good in the end because of the fact that I was able to go after surgery, like maybe 2 days after. You know, I could have went that day, but I couldn't move. I know that was a little bit too much. So what happened? Okay, so get up, go to the clinic. I called an Uber there, from the hotel, which the hotel was a mile from the clinic, because we actually walked from the clinic that Thursday to the hotel. It was only a mile. We walked through the little streets, and it wasn't that bad. Like I said, as long as, well, I haven't said, but as long as you pay attention to what's going on and you minding your business, and they don't know if you from there or not unless you open up your mouth. You know what I mean? They really don't know. You know, you can just keep on moving, keep on walking, nod your head like you understand and you don't, and keep on walking. They're not going to bother you like that. There's a million other people walking in the streets too. Now, when you start to get into, different neighborhoods or whatever, then maybe, I don't know. And if you start to dabble in a little bit the other things, I don't know. But as long as you stay where you need to be, I think you will be fine. Because I walked from, me and my friend, we walked from the clinic to our hotel. We walked other places around, you know what I mean, and we were fine. I walked by myself from, even the Faja place back to the recovery house, which I'll tell y'all about that a little later, because I told you it's probably going to be three part threes, maybe even fours. I don't even know, because this is a long story, and I can talk. What was I saying? Because I'm finna have to get something to snack on in a second. What was I saying to you guys? Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I ain't went nowhere but to the sink to wash off my little fruit a little bit. So let me get readjusted, because y'all know I'm not that far along. And I gotta sit on my pillow. And I know you're probably wondering, like, well, why is she sitting on her butt like this and that and the third? But you'll know why in a second, because, shit, I guess I can. Okay. All right, so I'm back. My bad. So where was I? Day of surgery. So I went there at 6:30, got there at 6:30. Probably, I don't know if instantly when I got there. I probably waited like an hour, maybe. I'm not even sure. A lot of stuff I forgot, y'all, because of, everything that's been going on, and it has been over a month now. I went there, got there. They started my labs whenever they started them. Everything came back. I ended up going into surgery probably around 11 o'clock, 11:30, something like that. And When I got there, no one was there. I was there. I was the only patient there. All the nurses was there. I waited for the anesthesiologist to get there. The guy. Oh, that was a little sour. I'm sorry. The guy did my chest X-rays. They took my blood. What else? Chest X-ray, blood, anesthesiologist. I think that was it. So by that time, when my results came back, I guess, they took me upstairs. And when they took me upstairs, I got undressed. And then Dr. Bello came in the room. And she just, hello, how you doing? Blah, blah, ski. Hey. I didn't even say anything on what I wanted. She just started, okay, take your clothes off. Let me see. Oh, she just started marking me up. So, and it was pretty much everything that I had, I'ma say it, my insecurities about. And so it was, I didn't really have to say anything. She was like, okay, I'm gonna take this here, all this right here, all this right here. I'm gonna put a little projection here and put a little hips here, fill this out here, fill that out there, and this and that and that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. So the hip thing, paying for the hips, went out the window because she had already added it. Mind you, I'm a skinny woman, so I'm pretty sure I was overcharged a little bit, which is fine. I ain't tripping. It's COVID and they got to get their money. She marked me up. Then the nurse came in. And when the nurse came in, he started my IV and everything. He hooked me up to my drip. And then he just started putting shit in it. He didn't speak English, so I didn't really know exactly what the hell he was putting in it. He was talking, but I didn't understand him. Oh shit, I caught that. And what you'll notice is they'll just talk to you in their language, and hopefully you'll catch on to what they're saying. Which, it's the same. You'll find yourself doing the same thing to them, and hopefully they catch on. And if you say certain words to them, they know. But then at the end of the day, just like if you know a little bit of Spanish, if you've been on this earth at all, you should know a little bit of Spanish. I hope you would, at least to say hola. You know what I mean? Como se llamas? Muy bien, gracias, or, shit, lo siento. Shit like that you should know, which is sorry, hello, whatever. Anyway, he didn't speak English, but he was okay. I wasn't tripping on him. He put the shit in my IV, and then he walked me over to the operating room. Mind you, I was sweating bullets when she was marking me up. But then all of a sudden, I don't know what I felt. I was just like going with everything. When she was marking me up, I was sweating bullets. I was so nervous. And then once we got into the operating room, I'm looking around. I'm seeing everything. He sat me down on the table and he asked me something, and I can't remember anything from there. The next thing I know, I woke up in the room, in my recovery room. So the blue pill I did not have, not that I know of. I did not swallow no pill, at least I know that, on my own, while conscious. So I think it was put in my IV. And the first stuff he put in my IV for me to calm down a little bit after she marked me up. Because he had already been in the room to introduce himself, but yeah. Anyway, so I woke up after him walking me to the bed or whatever it is in the operating room. I'm looking around at the machines and the people that were in there, and waking up to my recovery room. When I woke up, I guess I must have asked the nurse to call my sister, which is my friend. And so she called her, I think, and they came up there. When I say they, my friend had met someone that was cool enough to show us Wi-Fi and all that other stuff while we were at the Western Union and all that good stuff. So we connected a little bit with him. So we were kind of like taking him around as our guide a little bit and as our translator for the most part. So they came up there and I was out of it when I woke up. But I remember asking her, do I have booty? Do I have hips? How do I look? This and that and third. And she's like, yeah, you look like you've been through it. And I was throwing up because they were saying the anesthesia was making me throw up because I was trying to talk and not to talk. So, I'm steady trying to talk. And I'm throwing up in the middle of me talking on everything, like just everywhere. Every time I try to get out of conversation. So I know I had her to call my mom and call my sister, let her know I was okay. And the fact that she was there, that was enough. They was reassured that I wasn't alone. So, because they was nervous when they saw me on video after waking up from surgery. Now, the doctor said there was like 2.5, 3 hours worth of surgery. So mind you, I told you I probably went into surgery like 11:30. I didn't wake up till like 5 something. When I woke up, I did have a bag of blood. And when my friend asked, how many units of blood they gave me, they said that was the second one. That's what we assumed, and we left it at that. I know I did wake up to a bag of blood. I wasn't in any pain because I was still doped up. Sorry. I did feel stiff a little bit. I never got out the bed. I woke up on my back. And mind you, I didn't have a tummy tuck. So that's another thing about sitting on your butt. I don't know. So I ended up, my friend was there. I ended up trying not to talk. We videoed my sister, my mom, everybody. And then they left. I didn't eat anything there at the clinic because I had my Pedialyte popsicles, which worked wonders for me. It gave me that energy back because instead of feeling nauseous and throwing up my stomach guts, not guts, but the yellow stuff, because you haven't eaten, obviously, so you have nothing in your stomach. Yeah, I just wanted to sleep that day in the clinic. Like, once I woke up, I was just really wanting to sleep. So my friend left so I can get me some rest. And that night, I just slept and I ate popsicles. I had terrible nightmares. I don't know if it was the anesthesia or what, but I had terrible nightmares, like terrible. And the doctor that stayed with me that night, because she had a doctor and a nurse. The doctor was wonderful. I can't remember her name, but she was wonderful. I love her. Can't remember her name though. She stayed with me that night, And she was just there. Every beck and call, which I didn't call for much. Every time I woke up, I just wanted popsicles. I didn't have to go to the bathroom because I had a catheter in. And yeah, the nurse would come in, I guess, to check my vitals every now and again. The nurse, I wasn't too fond of her, the overnight nurse, because I felt like the doctor did more work than she did when it came to assisting me and stuff like that, which, like I said, I didn't need much. I didn't ask for much. It was just to be comfortable with the nausea. And I had bought my own popsicles. So the next morning, someone came in and drew my blood. I assumed it was to check my vitals and stuff, my blood and everything, to release me. So I really didn't ask no questions, which you should. Ask all the questions you need to know. Like, when they're drawing your blood, make sure you know why they're drawing your blood and what it's going to be. When they're touching you, you need, or taking even off your bandages, make sure that they're using gloves, because they won't. They would just use their bare hands, and that's not good for sanitation or, to keep down infection. And you're so out of it, you won't even realize that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? You can go in there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and this and this. You won't even realize it. That's why if you can take someone who loves you, take them. I had someone who loved me who was asking those type of questions. So, I was in okay. Thank God, because I wasn't in my right mind to ask anything. I was just wanting to be comfortable. That's it. And I was hungry as hell. But when I actually ate, I couldn't even eat. But anyway, I got 2 more minutes. Okay. So the next morning, I don't think they gave me breakfast in the recovery in the clinic that next morning. I'm not sure. I don't think they did. So I got my blood drawn, and then around noon, I want to say, maybe even 10 o'clock. I think it was 10 o'clock. I got released to my friend, and we went back to the hotel. We stopped at Wendy's because I wanted something fried. I felt like I needed something fried. Don't ask me why. But I just felt that way to kind of like help me coat my stomach to get rid of the nausea. So I won't want to throw up. Because I hadn't threw up no more since I had started my Pedialyte popsicles, which I was working on them when my friend got there. We stopped at Wendy's, and then we went back to the hotel. We checked my bandages, made sure I was all right with them, which I didn't have that many. I don't think. Well, no, we didn't check my bandages because they said they would the next day. So don't touch nothing. Just leave it like that. Hold on. We're gonna have to stop this video. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna have to stop the video, and we'll begin back with part 3. Yeah, it's part 3. Okay. See you in the next video.